Hey honeybees, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Sierra and I do videos on finance and lifestyle. Today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how to make money, how to have a side hustle, how to start a business. I wanted something that's not the same thing everyone else is saying. Really like good juicy tips on how to make my business a $1 million business. As you can see, I'm in a new location. I did buy a house. You will get more details on that to come. I think it's a great example of how you can use an online business to create a life for yourself. Had I not had my online business, some of this would not be available to me and I would not have been able to buy this house and buy the one I wanted, furnish it, all those good things. Having an online business has been really helpful for me financially, and I want to share with you guys how you can do it too. In this video, I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of my personal experience, some of the obstacles that I ran into in starting a $1 million business. I also want to share with you guys some tips or hacks how you can start a $1 million business. And I just want to give you guys some insider secrets or tricks of the trade and things that I've learned that have been really helpful. Also, I did interview a number of business owners, online business owners, and I asked them to give me their tips and keys to success, $1 million business owners, and I'm going to share those with you in this video today. So whether you're looking for a side hustle, you want to start a business online, or you just want to know what it takes, then stay tuned. Okay, so let's talk about how to build a $1 million online business from scratch. These are some tricks of the trade that you need to follow. Okay, so I started my own online business actually this year. I started my own media company. I turned a lot of what I've been doing for years into an LLC, a legitimate business that I could use to qualify to buy a house. But it is something that I am so grateful that I did. I'm also trying to delve into the world of e-commerce. And I know you guys have seen me do a series on starting a business online and how to start an e-commerce business. I talk about it a lot, and it is something that is in the works for me. So I have been doing a ton of research on how to make it a $1 million business, how to become successful. I want every business that I touch to turn to gold. And I know that's what you guys want too. What I've been doing is trying to do a lot of research into products. You know, I want to start selling products online, some of my own, some from other sources. One of the problems that I found to be really hard for me was easy access to where I can actually source the products from. When a lot of people have their business idea, you know, you have your marketing scheme, you have all those things, then you have to figure out where am I going to source items from, and quality items. And that's kind of the issue that I've been running into. What I found that globally sourcing products is pretty complex because normally it requires a lot of expertise. Also, good ideas are hard to turn into business because the cost on customization is huge. And if you are buying for a business, buying in minimum quantities, especially starting out, is usually not cost effective because minimum order quantity is always high. So if you are a new business, online business, e-commerce business, these are some problems that you may have run into or you may run into when you were starting also. I actually, a couple years ago, started working on products with another company. The process never even got finished because it just took so long. It took so long for the designing process. Once they got it, they ended up being on like a holiday. Then the pandemic came and I never heard from the company again. And it's frustrating. I've just been running into a lot of sourcing issues. So the big way that I've found to fix that issue is by using Alibaba.com. Y'all may have heard of it. So Alibaba.com, actually, they give you nearly 200 million products and 200,000 global suppliers for you to choose from. And it's an easy to use website, and there's a mobile app, and they give you convenient online trading experience. There's various supply options, many of these which I've talked about in previous videos. So if you need them broken down even more, be sure to check those out. but they give you a variety of supply options, including but not limited to, drop shipping, ready to ship, and there's different types and levels of customization. And you can get low minimum order quantity in the ready to ship category, which is big, especially if you are a new business or a small business and you don't have a large budget. These solutions have made a huge difference, and I would definitely say if you are interested in starting an online business, you need to check out Alibaba.com and the solutions that they offer, because a lot of the issues that I was running into with other companies, I found I was able to get solved through Alibaba.com. Now, if you guys are wanting to try this out for your business and you're wanting to start right away, they are doing something called Super September. It's one of their twice a year promotional periods where global business buyers and sellers can stock up on inventory ahead of the holidays and try out new services on the Alibaba.com platform at the lowest prices all year. And so this year that includes discounted rates on newly launched drop shipping and DDP solutions. They're also offering amazing discounts up to 40% off across 34 categories, up to 30% off on DDP products with door-to-door services with a fixed price and no unexpected fees. They're also offering 10% off drop shipping products and at least 10% off holiday products. Glamorize your product. The first thing that you see when you see a product before you see anything else is the packaging, what the actual product looks like, what the branding looks like, the marketing, the logo, everything. We are visual people. A lot of people usually are attracted to things that are visually appealing. Yes, you can have a great product, but if you are not packaging it well, if you are not glamorizing it, if you are not making it seem like something that people really want and it's going to jump off the screen, then they're going to go to what does. There's few new ideas under the sun. So if you're coming up with a product, unless you literally invented it yourself, it probably means some other brand or company or entity is selling that same kind of product. So how are you going to set yourself apart? We are attracted to what is attractive. So you're going to have to glamorize your product, even if it is the most boring thing, even if it is the smallest thing. Make it glamorous, make it appealing, make it visually appealing, make people feel like I have to have this, even if they only already have one. Y'all know you have seen that lipstick or that car or something where you're like, I don't need this and I already have one, but I want this one. I want it. I gotta have it. So you want your product to feel like that, because if you can evoke that feeling in people, that's what's going to take you to the $1 million mark. Take tips from businesses that work. You want to look at what other businesses, competitors, people in your industry or who have your product or talk about that thing on their YouTube channel, whatever it is, whatever product it is that you want to sell, you have to look at what is out there and look at what is being done great and look at what is being done not so great. A lot of millionaires and even billionaires, people that develop multi-million-dollar businesses, usually do so not because they have just some product that blows everyone else out the water. A lot of times it's that they set themselves apart because where one company may only offer, the best in customer service, or they may offer the best in shipping, they may offer the best in product quality, they may offer the best in value. What if you found a way to incorporate all the things that companies are not doing right into your product? So maybe with your product or service, you can introduce a product that has great quality, value, fast shipping, and great customer service, and you find a way to do that all affordably. You are going to set yourself apart. That is how you make a $1 million business. And that is what will take you to that level of becoming a $1 million business. Find ways to boost your cash flow. Most businesses need to have some sort of positive cash flow. You need cash, you need money to run your business. You need it on a daily basis. You need it to be able to sell products so that you can make a profit. So the more cash flow you can create for your business, the more profit you can make, because the more or better product you can put out. There's many different ways to do this. You'll have to find out for your specific product or industry or service what the best way to do this is. For example, let's say instead of buying a bunch of inventory of a product to ship and sell, you get something that is ready to ship, or you do something that's like a drop shipping, and then that way you aren't having to cover all the costs up front to get the profit on the back end later. So find ways to keep more cash in your pot or to boost your business's cash flow. Now, if you are someone who wants to try that route, definitely check out Alibaba.com. They have a fast direct shipping of ready to ship items. That makes it super, super easy if you don't want to invest a lot on the front end. One thing I love talking about when I talk about starting a business or online business to you guys is really focusing on the fact that you don't have to be a millionaire to start a business. You can start a business with nothing. You can start a business with $100, $200, $300. These days, you can start a $1 million business from scratch. One of those ways is by thinking really smart. So yeah, if you want to look into things that are fast ship, drop shipping, all those kind of things, Alibaba.com is your spot. That is what has been successful for a lot of $1 million business owners. So definitely try that out. Don't spend too much on advertising. This sounds very counterproductive, but it's probably one of the most genius things I learned about $1 million businesses. One big tip that I came across was to become the brand and to become the business. Think less of, I'm going to pay for a commercial for someone to watch on TV and go buy it, and think more of, well, let's say it's a toothpaste, for example. Why not become your biggest brand advocate instead of necessarily always looking for kind of a generic cookie cutter advertising route? Why don't you upload a YouTube video of my morning routine showing that you use the toothpaste, or give a bunch of the toothpaste to your family and friends, and their friends will see them using it and they may ask about it. Find really creative, outside of the box ways to advertise so that you're not throwing all your money at traditional advertising. Traditional advertising is really a thing of the past these days. Consumers want to feel more connected and related to the product and to the person that is using it. A lot of this is target advertising. So it's not necessarily throwing something in a commercial or on a magazine ad, but showing people how it can benefit them, showing them how you benefit from that, showing how others benefit from it, showing how it can be incorporated into your daily life. I like seeing products and I like seeing them put to use. Whenever I go shopping, I will look at the product on the website, but then I go to Google and I do a Google search and I click on the image to do the image search to see how other people have used that product or incorporated it into their lives. And that just gives me like a really realistic perspective of how it's going to look in my house, or how it's going to look on me, or how it's going to affect me as the everyday buyer. So stop thinking about throwing so much at advertising and think more about how you can become the brand and how you can relay that to your consumers. Okay, and before I lose too much of my light, I did want to kind of close out this video with a Q&A from you guys. I prompted questions on Instagram. Let's get to it. How to start an LLC. So to start an LLC, it's pretty simple. You can literally Google how to start an LLC and you can do it yourself from the comfort of your own home. I have done it that way before. Or you can use a CPA and pay them to do it. You can do it either way, either pay a CPA or do it yourself online. If you need resources on how to start our LLC, I'll put the link below, but you could just do a Google search. It'll take you to where you go and you file all the information, and it's actually very simple, very quick. The person said, what are your thoughts on opening a Shopify using drop shipping? I think that's a great idea. I think it's super smart. It's one of those ways to, Work smarter, not harder. You're not investing as much on the front end so that you can make more on the back end. You can actually use Alibaba.com through Shopify. They also have platform integrations on lots of other platforms as well. This is just a super, super smart option if you can do it. Okay, so this person wants to know about the shipping part, how to print the labels and ship the packages. I suggest doing the drop shipping thing. Like I said, you can do this through Alibaba.com. And if you go the drop shipping route, then they handle all the processing, payment, tracking. They will actually handle the shipping on their end, and it frees you up to be able to use your time to do more money-making activities or concentrate on other areas of your business. Definitely work to automate these processes as much as you can. Question: what health insurance do you get when you're an entrepreneur? Either through the marketplace, or you can just go to, any health insurance company and just pay for an individual plan as a business owner. How to become successful as a new MLO. Every tip I have for success I have put on my channel in that playlist. I will link it below and above. As I come up with new tips for success, I will upload them, but everything I have so far I've put in that playlist for you guys. Ooh, also, any advice for starting a YouTube channel? I do consider a YouTube channel as an online business if that is something you want to make it into. I really suggest using a lot of the tips that I've given you in these videos and thinking about it as a business if that's what you want. Ooh, tax tips for businesses. This is a good one. I am not a CPA, so of course you always want to consult a CPA when it comes to taxes in general, but especially for a business. My top tax tip would actually be to get a CPA because this person can help you actually navigate taxes and the benefits you get and what things you need to pay. And a secondary tip would be to write off what you can and do it modestly depending on what your goals are. So for example, if you're trying to buy a house, if you're writing off everything, you're not going to show enough income in order to buy a house. So you have to be kind of careful with that. And again, I would suggest that you talk to a CPA on the specifics of your particular business and what you're trying to accomplish financially. And they can guide you on the best, tax tips for you. But I will say that if you are, an online business and you are spending money on, products and services, those are usually considered tax write-offs and you can get tax deductions for those. If you are making purchases for your business, try to see if there's something you can write off. The more you write off, the less you pay in taxes. Okay guys, I am really losing my light, as you can see. I hope that was super helpful for you guys, and if you liked it, please thumbs up because it lets me know what content to make. And if you guys like it, then I can do more. Make sure to leave your comments and your questions on entrepreneurship, e-commerce, logistics, all that stuff below, because I could do videos for days on this. Just want to make sure that I'm a helpful resource for you guys. I love you guys to the bank and back, and I will see you in my next video. And big thank you to Alibaba.com for sponsoring this video. That's business. You spend less and sell more.